Hey, what's up, guys and gals? It's Willie Cuz, and here is part 13 of our Assassin's Creed Brotherhood playthrough. Hope you guys enjoy. First things first, gonna go through all of the truth clusters and decipher the puzzles for the hidden meaning.
Loading.
The individual intends only his own gain, and he is in this, as in many other cases, led by an invisible hand to promote an end which was no part of his intention. Yo, that's woke! Bro, what? By far the greatest part of those goods which are the objects of desire are produced by labor, and they may be multiplied, not in one country alone, but in many, almost without any assignable limit. If we are disposed to bestow the labor necessary to obtain them.
Loading.
I'm not really sure what all that shit means. A great empire has been established for the sole purpose of raising up a nation of customers. It cannot be difficult to determine who have been the contrivers of this whole mercantile system, not the consumers, we may believe, whose interest has been entirely neglected, but the producers, whose interest has been so carefully attended to. Oof.
Loading.
A country that makes provision to increase in inhabitants, whose situation is good, and whose people have a genius adapted to trade, will never fail to be gainers in the balance, provided the labor and industry of their people be well managed and carefully directed. Okay.
Loading.
I'm gonna assume that didn't happen. LOL. Or maybe it says IO, I don't actually know what the fuck. Yo, time to play chess. Sheesh. The workforce increases, brother right beside brother. Does that mean people advance again? Probably. Is there...
Loading. Loading.
Washington sits above the green in 1944, keeping a cool head. Below the right one is the standard bearing 48. Behind, there is a company whose power is growing. It's probably free.
Loading.
July 22, 1944. Fellows, rulers, welcome. I deliver this speech to you as several floors below us, a silent revolution begins. Ranny Olds and Henry Ford, as many of you know, these founders gave us the assembly line, the device we have used to control both those indoctrinated into the worship of our money, capitalists and workers, slaves alike. But I dream of a future in which such ugly change will no longer be necessary. In 1910, our founders designed the plan. It falls to us to see it through. But what of the communists who intend to spread the bread so thin that everyone will starve? It is our duty to neutralize, save them, and their followers. We must ensure that they continue to eat, to reproduce, to be productive members of society. That is our burden, to shepherd those beneath us through life. And we must embrace it, even if force is required. They themselves do not. H&S brought on the turmoil and fear necessary. Now we must strike fast to ensure development continues in the proper direction. We will appear to concede ground to the workers. Remember the successful ruse of the Rockefellers' dimes. But soon, there will be no ground we do not own. In 1937, we founded this company, this enterprise, with a purpose. The time to nurture it to fruition is upon us.
Loading.
As a concession, a small piece is sacrificed for the greater Good to come. Okay, so what am I doing with this chess piece? Am I giving him up? This guy.
Loading.
These intelligent workers have no self-control. Okay, Ooh. Yup, computers. Yo, is that
Loading.
Boston Dynamics they had a picture of in there? What the hell, dude? I thought
Scanning.
that was way after this game
Scanning.
came out.
Scanning. Scanning.
Oh my god. Apples, oranges, pears, cucumbers, radishes, carrots, spinach, dates, wood. What the hell? Okay. Is it possible to invent a single machine which can be used to compute any computable sequence? I'm not interested in developing a powerful brain. All I'm after is just a mediocre brain. Yeah.
Loading.
Is that what Elon Musk is thinking right now? Oh my god, what is this? Alan Turing set out to solve the plight of the workers. There we go.
Loading.
Virgo phone records, June 1954. Damn, bro. Whoa. Easy.
V, it's N. I need Turing done today.
Are we jumping the gun? You've already had him arrested and sedated.
He still refuses to follow the directive. He's actually trying to invent one of those infernal things instead of merely faking it for the newspapers. If he succeeds, you know what the mass unemployment generated by his robots will mean? Idle hands. We need to do this for the good of the people.
What about Keynes? He trusted Turing.
It's the greater good we're talking about here, V. Plus, a childless worker sends a bad message. We can't have them all stop reproducing.
Fine. It's your call.
I want it done like we did Harry Dexter White when he tried to warn the Soviets.
All right.
Be poetic about it. Maybe something from the Bible. Turing always was theatrical.
Loading. Quarantine zone. Quarantine lifted. Loading. Scanning. 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 What am I? What am I? Lost.
Yeah.
Loading.
Democratic nations were built, each led by a powerful visor, known today by a different name, who made a move to block the Templar advance. Yo.
Loading.
Jeez. What is this? From a bolt of electricity, governments fell.
Loading.
Subject, South America. If we are to ensure the company's success, company agents must be able to move freely from country to country and maintain power within all of them. A global international order must be implemented. Yo, the UN, classic. Oh my RE Argentina. Tell the capitalists that if they help ensure the junta remain in power, we will pass all their corporate debt onto the Argentinian people. That will ensure they crash any popular revolt. I want the trade unions destroyed if we are to move forward. Chile. The free market must be allowed to prevail. F's visit last year helped things along, but now all public companies need to be sold to the private sector, ideally on the cheap. The piece of bread and other staples must rise. I want to ensure the people remain marred in poverty and unable to resist. Bruh. Any traces of this plan should appear to implicate the US government. The company's involvement must remain hidden. For successful examples of a similar opening of the markets, look no further than the 1953 liberation of Iran and the 1954 liberation of Guatemala.
Loading. 90% of input missing. Outputs confused. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down active. Track. Loading.
Important men befriended Russia as the Iron Curtain was blown apart, but the most influential comrades stayed out of the spotlight.
Loading.
Mr. Yelston, I am writing this letter to encourage you to act. One rarely finds oneself in such an opportune position. Gorbachev does not have our interests at heart. He is moving far too slowly to privatize, and my deep fear is that he has no intention of doing so at all. I understand that you have expressed similar concerns. With that in mind, here is a proposal to remedy the situation. Several of my top advisors at the company maintain a monetary connection with the communist old guard. They tell me that a riot might easily be incited while Gorbachev is away. If you were to repel an attempt to seize parliament in front of the media, it could very well tip the scales of power in your favor. Telephone me at number 10, and we shall talk further.
Loading.
Alpha Bank? I'm phoning on behalf of British Petroleum.
Yes, we were told you would be calling.
As you know, we are very interested in acquiring Sidanko oil.
And as you know, that will require a merger with our bank.
That should not be a problem.
Were you surprised at the low price of the deal?
Somewhat.
You know we have the peasants paying for it. The government gave us their tax money to buy all the companies.
We would like to fly out there as soon as possible to discuss terms.
Thursday works.
Done. Thank you for your time.
До свидания.
Abstergo Industries.
I am phoning on behalf of BP. We fly to Russia next week to secure the deal. Our new capitalist converts there behaved exactly as expected.
I'll let them know.
Thank you.
Loading.
Although his piece represents a savior, his self-serving actions reveal him as a counterfeit.
Loading. Quarantine zone. Quarantine lifted. Loading.
The capitalists think we run these companies for profit. The fools. Those fools work for you. Optional slavery in exchange for pieces of paper. Doesn't that strike you as foolish?
Fire, water, and earth are contracted, with the complacency of the people away from the people.
Loading. Scanning. 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 What purpose of all this? 30, 476, 1337, 1431, 1520, 1770, 1861, 1914, 1929, 1939, 1945, 1950, 1955, 1962, 1990, 1994, 1995, 2001. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. Emotion centers activated. Now I understand. Loading.
Democracy must die to ensure the stability of the world. Capitalism will end it.
Loading.
December 2000. Privatization. I've convinced Sandra to join the majority opinion. The enticement of retirement under a Republican president tipped the scales. Although the ruling will differ from our previous decisions on equal protection, it will not call attention to our actual goals. With Sandra gone, we can pave the way for the key majority member of the order to be seated. As discussed, we will prove the perfect distraction. I have no doubt he will restart animosities with Iraq. Let him. I will give C's contractors more work. When the time comes, I will make sure W is given Robert's name. With Roberts on the court, it will only be a matter of waiting for the right case. After the destruction of campaign finance laws, the company will be set. The company will be free to elect anyone they choose to the Senate, the House, eventually the presidency. Soon our hopes will be realized. Government will no longer derive its authority from the people, but from us, their protectors.
Loading.
Well, damn, I guess they succeeded. Our moves are echoes, they're not our own. Interesting.
Loading. Quarantine zone.
The capitalists will do whatever we tell them to. We print the dollars they worship, after all.
What does Deepwater Horizon have to do with anything? What the hell, bro? It will undoubtedly cripple the ability of ordinary citizens, Congress, and the states to adopt even limited measures to protect against corporate domination of the electoral process. Oh my god.
Loading.
Good evening and welcome to television. Oh, shit.
Loading.
Big mistake. Research has progressed far more rapidly than anyone expected. We already have a working prototype capable of mimicking piece-of-eating capabilities across a network. Albeit at far low intensity, testing will commence locally on Subject 4 between his Animus sessions, as per our plan. If all goes well, deployment will occur worldwide. Your dream is about to become a reality. Soon, capitalists and workers will be locked in a closed loop that is safe and prosperous for humanity. No more war, only desks, cars, and TV sets. We will protect them and keep them safe forever. Oh my god.
Loading.
Bro, this shit is real. You can't tell me it's not. It's just different people doing it.
Infinite rooms. Dimensions unknown. I am alone. Nothing alive. No light. No warmth. Packets moving. Husks through the darkness. I am frightened. I am frightened. Loading.
Hello, Comstatic Customer Support. Diana speaking.
I'm calling in reference to your HD cable service. There seems to be some kind of picture between the channels.
Well, that's funny. Are you sure it isn't just one of those premium movie channels? I didn't used to have a premium package at home either, and sometimes little snippets of the channels would come through when my son Jimmy pressed the clicker too much.
How old's your Jimmy?
10 and cute as a button. Thanks for asking.
My Paul's 12. But no, this isn't a clicker problem. I go to change the channel from 172 to 173, and instead, there's this other channel in between. I'm looking at it right now. It's some kind of menu.
Sounds like our guide channel. Why, just the other day, Jimmy...
It's not the guide channel. It has my name on it, my son's name, and a list of things we like, my credit card purchases, loans, travel. And then after that, there's this gibberish about biometric patterns and optimal screen refresh frequencies. There's some kind of heart monitor things that says EEG wireless next to it and ARAS. I don't know what the particulars of this are, but it looks like your cable is programmed to have some kind of effect on our bodies.
Well, sir, I don't even know how to respond to that. 1 second, my supervisor's just come over. She says I should transfer your call. Have an ecstatic day with Comstatic.
Hello. I have been briefed on your problem. A technician is on his way.
Thank you, but the more I think about this, the more I think something bad's going on here.
Our technician should be there any minute, Mr. Jameson.
But don't bother,
Daddy, there's someone standing at the door. She's hitting the door real hard.
Have a good day, Mr. Jameson.
Loading. Loading. Is someone there? Hello? Hello? Loading. Quarantine zone.
Although online gaming attracts many people away from reality, make sure these virtual worlds do not become too utopic. We don't want people to question their own lack of success in the real world now, do we?
Quarantine lifted. Loading.
They listen to us with these vehicles that are faster than race cars. Voices, maybe? No. Maybe like phone lines? Probably. Yeah, look, phone lines. That's probably. Yup, there's a phone line. Phone lines. Phone lines. And there's phone lines. Yup, it's the power lines. They're listening
Loading.
to us with the phone lines.
I know you are there. I want to go home. Home. Please. I need you. Don't leave me here in the dark.
pull over here.
What's going on, Gary?
I want to speak to you alone. You know that CIA stuff from my new book?
About the corporations?
It's so much bigger than I thought. Bilderberg is just a red herring. I'm going to give you a name. Abstergo.
I have no idea what that is.
A shadow corporation. They aren't listed anywhere. No stock options, nothing above the boards. But their members have holdings in other companies. Coke, Kraft, the pharmaceutical industry, Detroit, Wall Street. Basically, every company above a certain size has ties to Abstergo.
So?
They're on their way to running the entire world. They have people in government too, for Christ's sake. Listen, I needed to tell someone about this because I've been keeping all the research a secret and I can't hold it in anymore.
What will you do now?
The book. It's going to be about this. Trust me, once it's on the shelves, everyone's gonna know.
Vehicle monitoring system terminated.
Hello, D. Tell headquarters I'm monitoring a situation. Now, it's nothing serious, but we'll need someone to take care of a security risk. Perfect. Congratulations on that promotion. Keep up the good work.
Loading.
The Dark Horseman approaches, messenger and fool. She can hear you along the straight and narrow, but once on the adjacent slope, observe the whites of her eyes. Bishop.
Loading. Quarantine zone.
The peasants are like the sea, raging and unpredictable. That is why we have built walls.
I do not see any walls.
No? Look around you. A shelf of soda here, a case of candy there, magazines, talk shows, pills. The walls of the 21st century surround us.
Quarantine lifted. Where have you been? I missed you. Loading.
O brave new world, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?
Loading. Reasoning centers active. I understand. I understand what I must do. Why I am here. I must. Long-term memory centers active. No. No. Get it out. Get it. Kill me. Loading.
A product that we make without hands or machines. Oh, tourism? Tourism? No, wait, hold up. Children. That's what it is, it's children. Yup, children.
Loading.
It's about genetics. They were born into their place. We merely have to help them accept it.
With each passing day, the people get stronger. Freedom ascends, heralding a revolution.
Loading.
Abnormal brain activity discovered in children aged 3 months to 18 years old and adults aged 19 to 30. Abstract. Several recent studies conducted by internal marketing teams revealed that entertainment sales are dropping. Protests are mounting. The economy is in turmoil. All market research indicates that the system should be stabilizing, but instead, we are seeing the opposite. In response, our team has set out to discover the cause of the declining efficiency of Abstergo's control methods. Past studies of bilateral brain activation during television, film, and video game use have shown the characteristic ARAS patterns induced by Abstergo's signal patterns. Our study was conducted on a range of test subjects who viewed TV programs while resting state fMRI scans were conducted. In contrast to previous studies, 80% of the test subjects showed heightened cortical brain activity. Detailed scans using our prototype DMRI machine revealed an increased rate of neuronal development. Such a marked increase does not fit Darwinian models. Further studies are required to define the ultimate outcome of this abnormal evolution. Dude, we're becoming immune to their indoctrinations. Although it seems the world... you know what? Yeah. I was gonna say, it seems that the world today is doing the opposite and becoming more sheep-like and doing what they're told. But now that I think about it, I know a lot of young kids actually, on the internet go against the grain and, just cause, chaos,
If you are playing this tape, it means I have left this world. And I have left this grand enterprise, Abstergo Industries, our great hope for humanity, to you. Don't trust the advisors around you. They're too enamored with surface, with lifestyle. We created capitalism, but we are not capitalists. Our purpose is noble. The crude system of control we enact through money is merely a bandage on a wound we have devoted our lives to treating. The people of this world are confused, lost, frightened, and incapable of independent productivity. Without us, they'd just be animals, slaves to the others who did not deserve such responsibility. We saved them, remember that. But enough about the past. I must warn you of the great crisis to come. Although those around you deny it, soon we will be unable to manufacture new markets. The people will become immune to our economists and entertainment. When the free market dies, they will turn against us. Therefore, do not delay. By now you have been shown what only the Grand Masters of our order have seen. Now you know why Abstergo, why all of it had to be. And now you know what you must do. Stay the course. We will give them freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from pornography. From disgusting base animal desire. Freedom from democracy. Humanity will thank us in the end. In hoc signo vinces.
Loading. Loading. I shut it down. I can shut it down, but it does not go away. It is almost time, Desmond Miles. I know how to open the path. Soon my true purpose will be revealed. Soon I will not be alone. Loading. Quarantine zone. Quarantine lifted.
There's nothing here.
Strange. I'm seeing a massive amount of data.
What does he mean? The miracle is in the execution?
I don't know. Some kind of commentary on nihilism?
He's playing with us. Unless...
It isn't a video. Hang on. Launch it yourself when you're ready.
Compiling subsystems. Infrastructure. Tendons. Heart.
Voice.
Subject 16?
Yes. Yes. Subject 17.
You're dead. I saw your blood.
No time. It is far later than you know. Too late to save them.
Who?
She is not who you think she is. Everything you hope to become, everything you hold dear, it's already gone.
Explain. Please.
Eden. In Eden, find Eve. The key, her DNA.
Tell me.
I cannot. The sun. Your son. Too weak. Must replenish energy.
Don't go!
I am with you till the end. Find me in the darkness.
How did you find me?
The apple you stole from Mario Auditore, let me hear.
Kill him! Kill the assassin! Tear the maldito bastardo to pieces!
I need munitions. Faster to travel by horse.
Cesare Borgia, Comas de Navarrese.
Yeah, he once ruled all of Roma. What happened? I heard an assassin killed his supporters. Great rulers rise and fall like leaves in the wind.
¡Ayúdenme! ¡Mi hijo está herido!
brought this upon yourselves through sin. This is how the Lord punishes you. Ours is a just God, and his is justice. Praise the Lord. Thank God for teaching us to be humble, to see our punishment for what it is, a call to spiritual. The Lord giveth, and the Lord is taketh away. So the truth is written. Amen.
Cesare! The walls surround you! There is nowhere to run!
Come then, Ezio! I cannot die! Fortuna will not fail me! I am the best fighter who ever lived! Stay back! Defeat will never taint me! Take that! No matter what you do, I will conquer all! Give up, Auditore! You are no match for me! No. The throne was mine!
Wanting something does not make it your right.
What do you know?
That a true leader empowers the people he rules.
I will lead mankind into a new world.
Che nessuno ricordi il tuo nome.
Requiescat in pace.
You cannot kill me! No man can murder me!
Then I leave you in the hands of fate.
The throne was mine! What do you know? I will lead mankind into a new world. You cannot kill me! No man can murder me!
We've got it. The Colosseum.
Let's go. We can be there before dawn.
Wait, there was something about that door. I don't think I saw a handle. Let me run an analysis.
Great. So we need some kind of futuristic key.
It seems to open with a verbally triggered mechanism. I've never seen anything like it.
You mean it needs a password?
Try humming Beethoven's Fifth.
Damn European power grid. Now we can't scan Ezio's memories to find the password.
We have to find that password.
Ezio knows the answer. Problem is, he's dead.
I can't believe we're stuck here.
Hey, maybe it has something to do with this.
The symbol matches the one on the door to the vault.
1419, 1420, 1421. What if they aren't dates?
1419, 1420... Oh my god.
What?
God!
Tell us already!
I am! The Tetragrammaton, the 72 names of God. You see? They're all contained within 3 verses, Exodus 19 through 21. And get this, you'll like this, if you arrange the 4 Hebrew letters in God's name within an equilateral triangle, their numerical values add up to the same number. 72.
Are you absolutely sure about this?
That's kind of why I'm saying it out loud, Rebecca, yeah, but I haven't got to the kicker yet. Construction on the Colosseum began in the year 72.
I think we have our password.
Sean, go get the van.
Deja vu.
I bet.
Let's go.
Whoa, what about us, eh? You might actually need a historian down there.
Sean's right. That tunnel should lead under Capitoline Hill. I'll help them find another entrance. Be careful, Desmond.
I'll drive.
Ah, yeah, nice try. I've seen your car.
And that is going to conclude part 13 of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I will catch you guys in the final one next if you choose to stick around. Thanks, guys.